So this is part 2. In part 1, we exposed Cornball Crystal, but she actually did find something about Kevin Samuels. I guess a broken clock is right twice a day, but remember, any person that shows this much hate for the opposite sex of their own race has serious mental issues and needs therapy. I wonder, if you have a son, will you consider him black and dusty? Are your black male friends and family dusty? Do you consider your little brother a dusty? No, I bet he's the exception to the rule, right? Just sad. And the fellas aren't off the hook too. I see y'all doing it as well. Y'all need to get help. Now, let's take a look at what she found.
So I started this research off by trying to look for any tax records I could find on Kevin Samuels, his old child support paperwork, just anything I could find that really showed proof of income. And bingo, I found gold. I struck gold with his old child support paperwork, okay? Now I found Kevin Samuels' old child support records, and during this time...
Cool. Find my child support payment. Wait, I'm not on child support. Bring up Kevin being divorced. Cool. But what about the married men that agree? And women with average husbands, they tend to understand too. Ladies, the reason he's popular is because men agree with him. Oftentimes, you hear women saying they want men to tell them how they really feel. But sometimes, the truth is offensive, just like Gordon Ramsay or Simon. So yeah, sometimes Kevin misses the mark, but some of the things he says, a lot of guys agree with too.
Panic attacks, concussion. I went to the emergency room twice, thinking I was having a heart attack. It was panic attacks. Evicted, car repossessed, divorced. The world was falling apart. Good man, good husband, good father, good stepfather. Shit's fucked.
Guys, why does this man just automatically think he was a good husband and a good father? If you were such a good husband and a good father, then how come she left you? You mean to tell me she just left you for no reason? According to you, Kevin Samuels, that does not happen, okay? That's not how people work.
Yeah, it kinda is though. Oftentimes you hear women speaking about leaving a good man and regretting it. No one is perfect, and if I'm being fair, if you ask most people, are they a good man or woman, they're gonna say yes. So maybe Kevin was, maybe he wasn't.
My pet bird that I raised from a hatchling, he was a parrot, an eclectus parrot, got him the same month my daughter was born. They grew up together. He was at my ex's place because I had to move from there.
AKA, he was staying with her.
Bird loved her, loved her kid. She killed him. Killed him. Through neglect. Bird got an infection because she wouldn't change the cage and he was sitting there standing in feces-filled water. This is a $1,700 parrot. Bird had a 400-word vocabulary. He meant everything to me. He meant the world to me. Trained parrot. Couldn't even keep...
Bro, if you don't sell that goddamn bird, $1,700 for a bird, that shit better edit my videos.
All that shit that's going on at one time. Lost my job. Started a new job. Lost that one because I was not in the mind space.
Now, after watching this clip, I was super confused because I was like, I thought Kevin Samuels said that he was a college graduate and he had an engineering degree as well as a prestigious engineering job, right? That's what I've always known Kevin Samuels for, being an engineer as well as having an image consulting firm, right? Or at least that's what he told his hundreds of thousands of subscribers at the time, alongside with Vlad TV. Right? So if you're this whole engineer out here in these streets, then why are you only making $800, $900 a month? Why are you going from being a waiter to working at Office Depot to Planet Fitness? Like, you're an engineer. You went to college for 4 years to get that degree. You would think you would put that to good use, right? So I'm going to insert the clip of Kevin Samuels talking about his engineering occupation.
Got scholarships. They gave me the money. I went to school, but I hated the work. I hated the work. So after I left school, graduated.
Slip of the tongue. Pause. He left school, graduated. Sounds like he's lying.
But I hated the work. I hated the work. So after I left school, graduated. I was like, I'm done. After a year, I can't do it anymore. I honestly started waiting tables.
Is like a lot of kids. Born to a single mother. Father had many kids. Found out that, academics was going to help me get scholarships and things at college. Went to college for engineering. Yeah, did the normal stuff. But I hated it. I quit my job in engineering, decided to start waiting tables at Papado.
Now, guys, in those clips, you see that Kevin Samuels talked about him going to college, him graduating, right, from college with his engineering degree, and him working as an engineer, but then deciding that that wasn't going to be for him. So he gave up that high-paying job for some low-paying waiter position. That's what Kevin Samuels said. So I said, that doesn't quite add up, because in the previous clip, he said that he was struggling and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So why couldn't he just go back to being an engineer? It's not like the engineering degree or your license or whatever is going to expire. Like, you can renew it. I don't really know much about engineering, but I'm sure you can renew it. Or the fact that you have a degree in it means that it should be good for a lifetime, right? So I went ahead and I did some digging to try to see if I could pull up maybe his graduation certificate, for him graduating college. I was going to try to see if I could pull up any college graduation pictures, just any piece of proof or information that I could pull that showed that Kevin Samuels did in fact graduate from college and that he did have his degree, right? Now, guys, I could not find any piece of information that would lead me to believe that Kevin Samuels did in fact graduate, but I didn't want to come on and say that he didn't, just in case. So what I did was I looked up Kevin Samuels' degree verify certificate, okay, by National Clearhouse. Now, guys, National Clearhouse is a government approved site. Okay, it's 100% credible. They have the seal and everything. And what they do is that they verify licenses, they verify degrees, right, for colleges when people are trying to transfer, as well for, employers who are trying to employ people and want to make sure that their credentials actually, pan out. So I got a degree verify certification from National Clearhouse for Kevin Samuels, and I'm going to put a picture of that right up for you guys. And as you guys can see, Kevin Samuels went to the University of Oklahoma from August 24th, 1987 to May 1st, 1991. So he did go to college for 4 years, but here, right here, it says that he was enrolled only, guys, enrolled only. Now, when the document says that, it means that the person was enrolled but never actually graduated, meaning Kevin Samuels never got any engineering degree, meaning he never had an engineering job for him to quit to go and be a waiter. Now, the more plausible scenario is that Kevin Samuels, after going through 4 years of college, right, hadn't graduated yet, so he decided that he was going to drop out. Now, I'm assuming he lied about those scholarships because we've proven that this man is not a credible source, right?
Yeah, right when I was about to cut this video off, you caught Kevin in a lie. Now, you haven't proven Kevin hates educated women, but you have proven one thing. Men lie, women lie, but the government keeps records of all that shit.
He's lied to us twice now, right? So I'm just going to assume the scholarship part was a lie as well. And I'm going to assume he took student loans. And at the end of the 4 years, he had to go get that waiter job because not only was he married and he needed to contribute to his wife providing for him, he also needed to pay back them student loans because, as I'm sure we all know, student loans do not play, okay? Your girl Chris Logic is in college, senior year, what, okay?
And I did verify the site. It's legit. And she spent $25 to get this information too. Oh, and you a youngin'. It all makes sense now. Probably like 23. You a Gerber baby. You a little too young to be saying these things on the internet. And you never made a logical argument. As someone with a master's degree, I can tell you all degrees aren't created equally. And an engineering degree is one of the hardest degrees to get in college, especially compared to an education degree or a psychology degree. So he probably had trouble passing classes and dropped out, and you caught that. Good reportive work. But that doesn't make him jealous of women with degrees, because anyone can get a normal degree. They're not hard to get. Hell, you can get them online now. And a degree doesn't mean you'll make money. Look at school teachers. So no, I don't think he's jealous of women having degrees. And if you made a point, I'd be the first to admit you did. You ladies need to take the focus off Kevin Samuels and figure out what you really want. Because you can still go to college and find a husband there and build together. That's how me and my wife did it. Nowadays, I see women holding off starting a family until they're in their 30s. They spend their 20s traveling and dating around. But ladies, your body isn't built to have kids in your late 30s. And I can't imagine a woman telling me she froze her eggs, so if I want to have kids, we can do it that way. Sorry, no. If I was single, I'd just date a younger woman. So if you want that husband and families, ladies, you gotta prioritize it. I'm out.